Hello everyone, welcome to the Semantic SEO course. I am Behzad Hussain and now we are going to start our practical sessions for Semantic SEO and Core's framework. In our basic level video series, we have discussed what is the Semantic SEO, how it is different from traditional SEO, what are entities in Semantic SEO, what are attributes, what are user search intents and their various types, how to identify them and how to utilize them in our content, how search engines have evolved so far from 1990s to 2025, and all other smaller concepts for semantic SEO implementation and application we have discussed in our previous videos. You can watch those on our channel. Do you know we have started live question and answer sessions on YouTube? Okay, it means you also don't know about the WhatsApp group for semantic SEO and Core's framework learning. You can join our WhatsApp group. Link is in the description. So today we are going to discuss 5 fundamentals of a functional topical map. Do you know what is a topical map? Topical map is our sophisticated communication strategy with the search engines. In simple terms, topical map is an advanced content strategy designed by Sir Core Tuberguber with some special limitations, or you can say very sophisticated principles for creating this content strategy. So whenever we start publishing content on our websites, we start with topical map because topical map is an advanced content strategy based on Google patents, search engine research papers and designs. So let us start now. What are the 5 fundamentals of a topical map? That first we decide on, and then we start building topical map based on those 5 fundamentals. Let us start now. So these are the 5 fundamentals, and you have already known about these 5 fundamentals as I have written about these 5 fundamentals on my social media platforms a number of times. So the first fundamental is source context, second one central entity, third one central search intent, fourth one core section of topical map, fifth one outer section of topical map. I call the first 3 fundamentals as the conceptual level. First we understand about the business and our audience, and then we decide about these first 3 fundamentals: source context, central entity and central search intent. Based on these 3 conceptual levels, we build core section and outer section of topical map. So let us start seeing all these steps, all these fundamentals one by one. First fundamental is source context. Source context is actually what you are offering to your target audience, or you can say what is the end need of your target audience that you are going to fulfill on your website. Or further simpler terms, you can say source context is the specific action or task that your target audience will perform on your website. And if you are offering any type of monetization, so what is the source of monetization on your website? How do you make money? And why you are creating this business online? Why your website exists on the SERP? So in the source context, we need to provide the third step of marketing funnel. We need to decide what is the end offer to the target audience. For example, in a marketing funnel, we have informational intents, first phase. Then second phase is navigational intents, and then third phase is transactional intent. So source context defines the transactional intent's fulfillment on our website. Do you know what is a search intent or user intent? You can watch the lecture on our YouTube channel. We have detailed videos and practical session for the user search intent and its types. After defining source context, our next fundamental is defining central search intent. Central search intent is actually the connection between central entity and the source context. We will see what is central entity in the next step. In the simplest form, you can say central search intent is the combination of user intents and needs of our target audience to whom we are going to serve on our website. So it is central search intent of your target audience, and it is centrally fulfilled on the whole website. Or in other words, you can say search intents that we are going to cover on our website. So I am explaining these concepts in various form in simplest wording, so that whenever I call central search intent in the next practical sessions, so you understand it very well what I am saying and what you understand. These things must synchronize. So central search intent is basically for augmentation of the predicates or the predicates plus noun combinations. Predicates are the action verbs that we will be utilizing on our website, action verbs that are contextually relevant for our business and topicality. So we will explore it during the topical map creation in the next series of lectures. Here you need to understand the 5 fundamentals. So the second fundamental is central search intent. Here we decide what are the overall search intents of our target audience, what they are looking online regarding their end need fulfillment, because we are fulfilling their end need on our website, so we will be attracting them by all means of their user intents and needs. Now the third fundamental is central entity. So based on our business model, our end need provision and the target audience needs, we define central entity. Central entity is basically the topicality of your website. When search engine wants to cluster your website, so in which topic cluster search engine should cluster your website. So we need to identify, we need to crystal clear the topicality or the main topic of our website for search engines, so that we can be classified with the right authority sites and the right cluster of the websites that are similar in our topicality or business. So the central entity is the topicality. What is your website mainly about? A specific entity and a specific topic. Then which topic appears site wide and which ones appear segment wide. Segment wide means page level. So what are the subtopics that will be appearing in each page, and what are the main topics that will appear site-wide. Central entity and its semantically or contextually relevant entities or attributes will be appearing in the entire topical map from end to end. So when we decide that this is the main topic of our website, then each topic will be connected with our central entity either semantically or contextually. Then central entity, in other words, for your simplest understanding way, central entity means that your website is mainly about this specific entity and topic. If you remember, in algorithm leaks in May 2024, there was one attribute, site focus score. So search engines try to understand what is the site focus score of a website for a particular topic. And if you remember, 2022's algorithm update, helpful content update, that was about topicality and functionality of the websites. Majority of the websites who got hit by that update was not providing the full query path of the target audience. So they were not providing either informational part of the query path or the transactional part of the query path, like affiliate marketing systems. So they were only providing informational and navigational intents without fulfilling the transactional intent of the target audience on the website. So their functionality was not up to the mark, or their topicality, they were writing on generic topics, so they did not focus on the single central entity or the specific topic. So helpful content update badly hit such websites. The fourth fundamental of a functional topical map is the core section of the topical map. In this section, we decide based on the previous three fundamentals, we decide what are the money making pages if our website is involved in any type of monetization. If our website is not involved in any type of monetization or transaction, then we decide what pages are providing the and need fulfillment of the target audience. For example, if your website is providing calculators or any currency exchange function or currency conversion function, so there is no money involved, but you are providing specific end need of the target audience. So all the pages regarding commerciality or and need fulfillment will be covered in the core section, and all the internal links from the outer section will be pointing out to core section pages, because here we make money or here we satisfied the end need of the target audience. The fifth fundamental of topical map is the outer section. It is mainly about historical data to trigger a better ranking state in a faster way. So we have covered commercial intents, or you can say transactional intents, in the core section of topical map. Now we are going to cover all the informational and navigational intents of our target audience in the outer section. And we explained that in core section we will be utilizing central entities attributes regarding our functionality or the end need fulfillment. In outer section we will be covering all the attributes of our central entity other than those covered in the core section. Let's move towards the practical examples of all these five fundamentals. For a visa services website, the source context or the website function is the visa offer. So in this example, a Poland visa consultancy website is offering Poland visa consultancy. So it is the main function in the form of services to the clients. For a gym website, trainer services and gym management software, this is the end need fulfillment. This is the source context for this specific website. Number third example, telehealth website. So the third example website is offering health encyclopedia and telehealth services. This is the main functionality that this website is offering to the target audience. Next, fourth example website is a language website that is teaching languages to the target audience. So it is offering language learning app for language learning purposes. So it is the end need fulfillment. Users want to learn English or any other language, and this website is providing language learning app for user intent satisfaction. So the purpose of this website or the function of this website is the provision of this online product, language learning app. Fifth example website is eye specialist and glasses sales store. So the function this website is providing optometrist and glasses e-commerce store. So this is the end need fulfillment of this store, and it is easy to understand. They are providing glasses for users or patients, and then optometrist services. Then next website, sixth example website is email marketing website that is offering email marketing software, email merge software. This SaaS tool helps in email marketing. So they are fulfilling the email marketing needs or intents of the target audience. Then a gifting website is providing gift idea directory, at which occasion which gifts are the best, and then they are providing gifts for different occasions. So they are fulfilling end need in this way. Then eighth example website is a bar website that is providing different types of drinks. Then athletics and sports sciences website that is providing sports psychology research papers and athlete journal. And this website is also providing supplements for athletes. Then a Nasdaq company industrial production advertisement platform. So this website is providing industrial production advertisement services. So these are the examples of source context. So here are the practical examples of central entity. The visa services website that is offering Poland visa consultancy, their central entity is Poland, because users are searching queries with the word Poland. So Poland is the most common entity or contextual term in the queries of our target audience. So we have selected central entity as Poland. Next, gym website. We have different clusters on the website, so its topical map contains 3 central entities. Number 1, gym, where we will be writing gym content. Then personal trainer, we are offering training services. So personal trainer will be an other smaller topical map for this website, and sport branches as we are offering training services. So this website will contain 3 clusters having their own central entities. Then telehealth websites central entity will be health problems and solutions, as these are the most common topics of our target audience, and they are looking for these topics, and their intents are all about health problems and solutions, because we are providing telehealth services. And you can see how source context and central entity are connected. In practical way, we will see when we decide central entity, we go one step back from our source context and we decide what will be the main topic for which we are providing services or for which we are providing end user need. So this way we decide for the central entity. And then fourth example website is language website. So here central entity will be language and linguistics. So it will be the topic of our whole website. Each page on our website will be about language and linguistics. Then fifth example website, eyes specialist and glasses store, eye health and glasses. Eye health central entity for optometrist services, and glasses central entity for glasses e-commerce store. Then sixth example website, email marketing services software. So here we selected central entity as mail merge. Then seventh example website, gifting website. We have chosen gifting as the central entity, so everything on the website will be revolving around gift ideas or gift products. Then athletics and sports sciences website will have central entity as athletic performance. Every research paper, every product page, every informational page will be about and will be connected with athletic performance. Then industrial production advertisement platform website will contain 2 central entities, because it needs 2 topical maps that will be connected with each other. One central entity will be industrial production models, and the second one will be 3D laser cutting. So these are the examples of central entity from 10 example websites. First website is about visa services in Poland. So here central search intent that we are going to fulfill on our website is know and go to or about Poland. And then augmented search intents include visiting, knowing, learning, traveling, living into for around Poland. So whenever our target audience wants to visit any country, what are their overall search intents? First of all, they want to visit that country, so visiting Poland. Then the second search intent will be knowing about Poland, and then learning about Poland, then traveling to Poland, then living in Poland. So these are the augmented central search intents that we are going to provide, or that we are going to respond on our website. The second example website is gym trainer website. who is offering training services and gym management software. So the central search intent is opening and managing a gym digitally, because we are providing gym management software. So our target audience is looking for the information how to open and manage a gym digitally, and then we are providing gym training services. So our target audience is also looking for personal trainer. So another central search intent that we are going to fulfill on our website is personal trainer finding. Then third example website is telehealth website that is offering telehealth services and health encyclopedia. So the central search intent of our target audience will be finding a correct or right diagnosis or treatment or a drug or a doctor. So we are providing and fulfilling all these user intents on this telehealth services website. Then fourth example website is a language website that is providing language learning app. So our target audience is searching for learning a specific language, and the overall augmented search intents of our target audience will include speaking, listening, singing, reading, writing, asking, answering, dreaming in specific language. So we will be writing on all these intents, all these topics on our website, so that all the needs of our target audience are fulfilled on our website, from information to navigation to final transactional intent or final specific action, that is learning, actual learning. So for that actual learning we are providing language learning app. So the whole query path from informational navigation to end need fulfillment we need to provide on our website. So this is the central search intent of our target audience. Then fifth example website is optometrist and glasses store. So here our central search intent is finding an optometrist for eye checkups and glasses for them. So finding optometrist and glasses is the central search intent on eyes specialist website. Then on email marketing website we have central search intent sending bulk emails for email marketing. So we are providing all these intents on our website, or you can say we are fulfilling all the user intents relating to sending bulk emails for email marketing. Then the seventh example website is about gifting ideas and gift directory. So the central search intent of our target audience that we are going to fulfill on our website is finding gift idea for every relation type and every occasion type. Then for the athletics and sports sciences website we have central search intents including exercise, improve, learn, perform exercise, and then different types of athletic programs and supplements, for example diets, exercises and supplements. Then the 10th example website is industrial production advertisement platform. So the central search intents include finding supplier for modeling and printing. Now we are going to examine the practical examples of core section of topical map. So with the help of these 10 example websites, we will be looking at the core section of topical map. We have discussed source context, central search intents, and central entity of all these 10 websites. Now we are going to discuss what will be the core section of topical map for these websites. So for visa services website in Poland, all the pages related to going to Poland will be covered in core section. For example, types of Poland visa and all topics in between the visa types and visa receiving will be covered in the core section, as this is the final offer from our side. Then for gym website, the core section will cover all the pages, all the information regarding opening a gym, how to open a gym, because this is our final offer. We are offering a gym management software. So opening a gym and its topics for gym opening will be covered in core section, and managing a gym, we are providing these services, and all the training related services, training related pages. Then third example website is telehealth services website. So all the health types and problems will be the core section, as we are providing telehealth services for these health types. Then fourth example website is language learning app website, that is providing language learning app for language learning. So here we will be covering all the pages for European, Asian, African languages and literature or grammar, because these things our target audience wants to learn. So what is our final offer for the target audience will be covered in the core section of topical map. Then for eye specialist and glasses store, core section will include pages about eye health and optometrist appointments with glass product pages. Then the next example website is email marketing software website. So email marketing and email types related pages will be covered in the core section of topical map, as we are providing email marketing software for these needs. Then next website is gifting website. So for gifting website, gift ideas for functions or occasion or relationship will be covered in the core section, as it is the final offer. Then for athletics and sports sciences websites, exercises, diets, supplements, vitamins, types, mistakes are the final offer from our website. So we will be covering those in the core section. Then industrial production model website will cover all the methods, materials and technologies for modeling and printing in the core section of topical map. Now we are going towards the practical examples of outer section of topical map. So for the visa consultancy website, knowing about the country will be the outer section, so all the topics regarding knowing that country and its residence related information will be processed in the outer section. So knowing plus the country, residence permit, citizenship, immigration, registration, consulate, religion, language, immigration, etc., all these will be covered in the outer section. So you can compare for each website. The end need that we are fulfilling is covered in the core section, and all other informational and navigational intents are covered in outer section. Then on gym website, martial arts and learning athleticism and all other information regarding these two topics will be covered in the outer section. For telehealth website, drug encyclopedia, immunity related topics will be covered in the outer section. And then language website will cover history of languages, languages translation, languages dictionary in the outer section of topical map. Then eye specialist and glasses e-commerce store will cover lenses, frames, hinges, face shapes, and all other informational and navigational user intents in the outer section. Then for the email marketing website that is offering email marketing software, email servers, email components, email services will be covered in the outer section. For gifting website, outer section will include relationship management, how to make peace, and all these relationships or occasions related information in the outer section. Then the athletics and sports sciences website will include gym equipment, herbal supplements, minerals and vitamins in the outer section of the topical map. And the last example in our practical session, a Nasdaq company that is offering industrial modeling advertisement will include engineer's biography and historical origins of modeling methods in the outer section. So in the end, let's discuss a full recap of the 5 fundamentals of a topical map. Source context is about the end offer that your website or business is offering to the target audience. It may be a monetary item and it may be a non-monetary item or specific action, for example currency conversion, measurement unit conversions, or any calculation intent. Then central search intent, that is the overall user intents of the target audience that we are going to cover or we need to cover on our website to attract the right audience from the right location in local SEO perspective. Then the central entity is the main entity that we will select to fix our topicality. So by choosing a central entity, we define the overall topicality of our website. Then fourth item is core section, where we cover only and need fulfillment related pages. Those are money making pages, product or services pages, if our website includes any transactional intent, any monetary offer, and if our website doesn't offer any monetary item, then all the final need fulfilling pages like money exchange pages, money converting pages, measurement units conversion pages, or calculation intent pages, or any other tool download pages, or any other and need fulfillment pages will be covered in the core section. And the final part is outer section that builds historical data that attracts the right audience on our website, that may be channelized for the marketing purposes, and that will be shifted towards the core section for conversion. So in outer section we cover all the topics from informational to navigational intents to attract our target audience, and to cover the full query path of our target audience that leads towards the final need fulfillment. So we give internal links from outer section pages to core section pages so that search engines know what is the most important function on the website. So these are the details about 5 fundamentals of a functional topical map. In our next video we are going to start practical session of topical map creation, where first we will be finalizing 5 fundamentals of that topical map, and then we will cover all the step by step processes for topical map creation. Stay tuned and subscribe our channel. Thank you.